Welcome back, everyone, to the Westlake Hornets Teambuilder Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. As today, the Hornets will stay home here in Burmester, Utah as they take on the Tennessee Volunteers. Last week, the Hornets took on the number 11 ranked Oregon Ducks and were able to get the win 35-28, as it was a very solid all-around game led by a big performance from defensive tackle QJ Casimir, who racked up 7 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, and a fumble force en route to winning NCAA Defensive Player of the Week, as Casimir is becoming one of the anchors of this defense. With that win, the Hornets are back in the rankings. They are now top 24 in the AP Top 25 poll, as their opponent today is the 1-4 Tennessee Volunteers, who have not had a great season. These two teams faced off in Knoxville back in season number 1 when Westlake did not have any wins in their program history, and it was quite a good game as the Hornets took it to overtime, but the Volunteers were able to get the win. And a little bit of a fun fact is their head coach is Size-Teek Youngblood. Youngblood was the defensive coordinator here at Westlake for 4 years before becoming the head coach at Central Michigan, and after a good season with the Chippewas, he is now the head coach of his alma mater in Tennessee. Welcome to the Hornets' Nest here in Burmester, Tennessee, Westlake. Let's get right here. Here is the Tennessee offense. Let's see what they can do. QJ Casimir now as a star. He leads the NCAA in sacks so far with 6. His own first down, Hughes looking to throw it. Under pressure from Casimir, and it's going to be intercepted. On the first play of the game, Wesley McNamara, who had 2 interceptions last week against the Ducks, including a pick 6. And 5 seconds in, and we already have a turnover. I was blabbering earlier about how good QJ Casimir has been, and he did send a lot of pressure on that interception play, but let's talk about Wesley McNamara real quick, as he has 3 interceptions in just the past 2 games. He's playing some really nice football, as Alex Ellis, he will be pushed out of bounds at the 10 for a gain of 23. Very quick start for Ellis, as he already has over 40 yards on just 3 carries. Westlake would love to establish the run early and make it a presence in today's game, and one of the main reasons why is Dante Savage is on a recruiting visit. Savage is the number 2 prospect in the nation, as on first down, Britton will find his slot receiver, Michael Wilson. What a quick start for Westlake as they get the interception, and now they're on the board with a touchdown. And the Stanford Cardinal lose their 2nd straight game, getting upset by the Washington State Cougars by a score of 28-19. The Cougs improved to 4-3 on the young season. Meanwhile, in the rest of the NCAA, number 6 Indiana, led by head coach Jackson Kelly, loses their first game to the Cornhuskers. Number 20 USC survives against Arizona, and Oregon gets back on the win column by beating Boise State on the blue turf 31-14. Tennessee is certainly looking for a good drive after that awful start. I guess this is why the Vols are 1-4 so far this year. As on first down, it's going to be kept on the option. Jeff Hughes loses 5. That's who else but number 60, QJ Casimir, a redshirt junior, with the tackle. Westlake's offense gets the football back. Their last drive lasted 5 plays. They were able to score a touchdown. They had the lead 7-0. Life is looking good for them as Champ Britton scrambling like he's late on a date. He will connect with Brian Barnes, the redshirt freshman, who blatantly fumbles the football. I don't know how he lost it. Picked up by Summers. Summers down the sideline. Champ Britton trying to catch him, and he will tackle him in the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Are you serious? That was a great pass from Britton, and Brian Barnes looked like he was stumbling, and he just lost the ball. The booth will review it, and the play is going to be reversed. Just when something goes right for Tennessee, poof, it's all gone. No points. Still 7-0 is on 3rd down. Britton will toss it for Ellis. That'll count as a fumble, but luckily for the Hornets, Ryan Reginald jumps on it. The true freshman Alberto Prompel had a really nice punt. It was down at the 6. Now 2nd down and 9 at the 7. McMillan in motion. He will enter the backfield. It's a run, and Isaac Solomon stuffs Jeff Hughes up like Thanksgiving turkey. Solomon was also very good last week, racking up 3 tackles for loss of his own, and he gets another one right here. Westlake's offense has the football back. They weren't able to do too much on their last drive. Let's see if they can score some more points here on this one, as they have really good opening field position. Britton under a lot of pressure. and he loses 12 on the sack by Eddie Pearson. Tennessee is starting this drive at the 4 after another really nice punt from Alberto Prompel, but you can put the blame on the offense for just not moving the ball at all, as on the run, Knox loses 3. Very close to being a safety. That'll be Agobo Anecho, the sophomore, with the tackle. The Volunteers are in danger zone right now. They're super close to the end zone, and not the end zone they want to be close to. Tight end in motion, as it will be a handoff for the fullback, Martindale. QJ Casimir read the play like a book. However, Martindale was not in the end zone. No points. While Tennessee's offense has been horrendous, their defense is actually not playing that bad, as the Hornets have had a total of 3 drives and they've only scored on 1 of them. Will this be Westlake's second scoring drive? Yes, it will! An acrobatic catch from Michael Wilson, his second receiving touchdown of the day. And the Hornets will make it a double-digit lead. We have to look at that one again. That wasn't really a play where he necessarily had to make a nice catch because there was no defenders around him and it was a good throw, but still, nice play. Tennessee isn't backed up in their own end zone, so I guess that's a start. Maybe their offense can actually produce on this drive. McMillan in motion, as it's going to be a fake handoff. Jeff Hughes looking to throw it. He has an open man. That's Hogan. And 19 yards for Joey Hogan, as Tennessee actually is a somewhat decent play. Tennessee now is at the 15 after a face mask on Isaac Solomon. And the Vols are looking to put points on the board finally, as Hughes over to his running back Knox. And Josh Knox brings it to the 1. Tennessee is very close to the end zone. Can they finally punch it in and put some points on the board? Handoff for the big fullback, DJ Martindale, who gets the touchdown. Westlake is starting past midfield after a really nice kick return by the redshirt freshman Sean Briggs, who has been playing better and better each week at safety. Champ Britton on first down. Can't find anyone open. Britton hoping he can make a play with it, and he does. Michael Wilson makes the catch, and Wilson with a really nice run, gaining 37 yards, as Wilson has been very good today. 2 receiving touchdowns, and that play making numerous defenders miss. 3rd down and 2 at the 4-yard line. Westlake is 2 for 2 in the red zone with 2 touchdowns. As Champ Britton, he will hand it off for Alex Ellis, who is untouched like weekend homework for a Westlake touchdown, as Ellis gets his first of the day. I just realized that Tennessee's running back's last name is Knox, and their campus is located in Knoxville. Haha, very funny. 3rd down and 6 for the Vols, minute 58 until halftime, as Jeff Hughes looking to throw it. Hughes under a lot of pressure. He will find Josh Knox. Knox with a first down on the screen, has running room and gains 32 before being tackled by Agobo Anecho. 3rd down and inches for the Vols. Let's see if they can punch it in, as it's a 5-wide set. That's interesting. Exactly a minute to go in the half. Is a wide open man. That's Miller, who breaks that tackle, and John Miller will find the end zone, and it's again a 1-possession game. 52 seconds left until halftime for the Hornets. Let's see if they can make it a 2-possession lead headed into the locker rooms. Not to mention Westlake starts the second half with the football, as Britton under a ton of pressure, looking deep for his tight end, Sandu Fishing, for 33. Champ Britton loves scrambling. He loves using his legs to his advantage. That's one of the reasons why it's so hard to prepare for this Westlake offense. You don't know what to expect from him. As Britton sacked, he loses 16 yards. That's Mike Porter. It is only a 1-possession game, but Westlake has definitely been the better team, and they should be up by more, as on 3rd down and 8. 5-wide set. Britton scrambling. Britton doesn't know what to do with it. He's hoping he gets some blocks. He doesn't need blocks, as Champ Britton with a really nice run of 14. 4th down and 3. Westlake will go for it. They're 1 for 1 on 4th down so far today. I don't really remember that conversion at all for some reason, as Alex Ellis with the reception for a gain of 16, and the drive stays alive. 3rd down and 2 as Westlake is in the red zone. It'll be a run. Britton stopped. He loses 2. That is going to be Dan Garrison with the tackle. Matt Fellows was able to make the field goal. It's now 24-14 as the number 2 ranked Penn State Nittany Lions survive a close one against the Terps as Penn State wins it 27-20, and they are now 5-0 on the season. Maryland goes down to 2-4. After a very slow start, Tennessee's offense is playing a lot better with 2 straight scoring drives to end the first half. It's going to be another pass as QJ Casimir with his 3rd tackle for loss of the day, doing what he does best, and that is disrupting plays as Josh Knox loses 3 on the screen. Since that last play, Tennessee and Westlake each punted it, as we are now in the 4th quarter. 6:54 left to go. First down. Kept on the option, and Brock Rivera reads it like a book. Rivera was last year's Lombardi Award winner, and he's had a much quieter season this year, but he does make a nice play there. I wouldn't be shocked if Westlake has 2 straight Lombardi winners. Obviously, Rivera, as I just said, won it last year. And the way QJ Casimir is playing this year, I would assume he's the favorite right now, as Hughes on 3rd down, over to Zach Miller, who is just short of the first down. Leon Moore with a huge tackle. I didn't even mention this, but we also have some fun sibling rivalry on these teams, as Champ Britton's younger brother, Chris Britton, is one of the safeties for Tennessee. I don't know how I didn't mention that in my opening spiel, as Aoye Luco is clobbered. He's been pretty quiet today, 2 catches for 16. Chris Britton does start as the 3 safety. However, we just haven't really heard his name a lot, as he hasn't really made a lot of plays. Ellis on the run. He is clobbered. I believe that's Chris Britton, the one with the hit, and it is. The Hornets are oh so close to the end zone, just a few yards short, as it's 2nd down and goal. Britton on the pass. He will find Michael Wilson. 3rd time's the charm, as that's Britton's 3rd passing touchdown of the day. It's also Michael Wilson's 3rd receiving touchdown of the day. Just over 2 minutes left to go. 17-point lead for Westlake. I can't imagine that they are going to choke this away, as it's going to be a 4-receiver set here on 2nd down. Jeff Hughes, the senior. It's going to be a screen for Knox. Josh Knox. 1st down, running room. Nobody's going to catch him, and that'll be a 47-yard touchdown on the halfback slip screen. Tennessee will attempt the onside kick, and it will be recovered by the Volunteers. However, there is a flag. I assume it wasn't kicked far enough. Yeah, illegal touching, and Westlake will get the ball. It looks like Westlake is chewing clock. However, they are super close to the end zone as Alex Ellis gets the score. It's pretty much 1 minute left to go. 57 seconds, same thing. And it's once again a 3-possession game, assuming the Hornets make the extra point. A comeback is definitely not happening, as Tennessee is down by 3 possessions. Under a minute to go, no timeouts. It's just not happening, as Hughes, under a ton of pressure, and he will find McMillan, who losses 2 defenders. Okay. Tennessee wants to score more points, as it's a 17-point affair right now. Tennessee wants to make it look a little bit closer. Hughes, he will find Torian Terry, who will get the touchdown. That is how this game ends, and the Westlake Hornets win their 3rd straight ball game, improving to 4-2 on the season. Very all-around good win. The team overall wasn't fantastic, but they did play pretty well. Meanwhile, for the Vols, they fall down to 1-5, and this year is really a disaster right now for Tennessee. And here you have it, folks. After a successful visit in the campus, Dante Savage has committed.